Hi there, welcome to the review with PK. On today's episode, we're going strictly political. With me in the studio today, we have two political juggernauts and giants. You don't want to miss this episode. 2023 election is just around the corner, and with me here, I have on my right, best man Nze Jumbo, a political analyst, activist, and the president for Team Nigeria for Change.
Thank you for having me.
On my left is Mui Ebolage. He is a political analyst and a political activist.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here.
On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the 2023 election, the build-up towards the 2023 election. A lot has been going on. We see the youth canvassing on social media and all across different social media networks saying, we do not want the older generation, we want a Nigerian youth president. How prepared are they to become president? How ready are they? Well, Review with PK went into a couple of universities, particularly in Lagos State, to find out how prepared the Nigerian youth are towards the 2023 election, vis-a-vis becoming the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Take a look at this. What is a PVC?
Can I search on Google?
No, I don't have an idea.
It's giving me something else.
No, I'm actually not sure about it.
Like in medicine.
Welcome to the review with PK. On today's episode, we're right here under the scorching sun, right here at the University of Lagos. We're here to talk to some of the Nigerian youths about the 2023 election. The 2023 election is around the corner, and the youth have been canvassing and ranting on social media to say, we do not want old people, we want young people. We want a young person to be the first Nigerian president. Now we are right here at the University of Lagos. We're going to be asking the youth, first and foremost, if they have their PVCs. Then we're going to be asking them who they think the potential youth president should be. What is that card called? The card that you...
PVC.
It's called PVC. Yeah. Okay, so now you remember what the PVC is?
Yeah.
So do you have your PVC?
No, but I know it's voter's card, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Something, I don't know what the P stands for.
Permanent voters card.
Permanent voter's card.
Do you have your PVC?
No, I don't.
Do you know what a PVC is?
Yes.
So the youth have been saying, we don't want all those old people. Thunder will fire them. We don't want them. So who is the Nigerian person, Nigerian youth that you think could be a president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, of course?
To be honest, I actually don't know, because even the youths we feel like can represent us, when they get into power, they can always do something else. So at this point, I've given up on Nigeria.
Why would you give up on Nigeria? Do you have anybody in mind?
Maybe Banky W or Fowles, but definitely their interest will change when they're in power. So I've given up on Nigeria.
So are you going to vote come 2023?
No.
I'm not voting. I'm not interested in voting.
Why aren't you interested in voting? The youths have been saying, we don't want those old people. We don't want those old sick people. So who is the youth that is going to come in as president? Do you have an idea?
Let there is Burna Boy as president.
Burna Boy.
Yes, let there is Burna Boy or Wizkid. We are tired of the old people.
Burna Boy or Wizkid?
I don't think youth can do it. I don't think youth can do it. We should leave it for an elderly person, because nowadays youth, we are something actually. Even an elderly person, they are also something. No, everybody has his own aspect of something, but we should just leave it for them. Let them do it.
Okay, so who is your youth president that you have in mind? Who is the young person that you have in mind that could be the first youth president in Nigeria?
I myself, I can be a president of Nigeria. Nobody is above knowledge. Nobody cannot lead. I support everybody. I don't discriminate, because in Nigeria we don't need to discriminate.
Okay, so do you want Tinubu to be president?
Anyway, if he's capable and his vote is up to, it can be. Nobody.
Peter Obi.
Peter Obi. It can also be, but anybody can be. We all want change, and that is what we want.
Who do you have in mind to be the first Nigerian youth president?
A young person.
Yes.
A young youth, like a youth.
Who do you have in mind? The election is around the corner.
I don't have anyone in mind yet.
No one in mind.
Yes, ma'am.
But what's all the ranting on social media? The youth are saying we want a youth president. So who do we have in mind?
If I see a female,
A female.
yes, a female that is capable.
Obviously, see what the past one they've been doing is not favoring us. So most of us, we don't even care about it. We just feel less concerned about the government stuff, election. We don't care. Whatever they give us to take, because the ones we've been doing doesn't favor us. So we don't put much interest in it.
Okay, so if we have that attitude, how do we get the young people to become president?
I really don't know, except if there is a way they change the government standard, like the system of governance. If there is a way they will change it, then we'll put interest in voting. But if it continues this way, we are just out of it, no interest at all.
How do we change the system of governance if the young people are not voting? If the young people do not have PVC, if they don't even know what PVC is?
All right, Ma, for that very question, I don't know how to handle it. I'm very sorry. I don't know. Except if the government decide to change this recent one, if they decide to change and give us a reason why we should vote, a reason why we should put interest, then we'll go for them. To fight away and get our PVC. For most of us, we don't even know what is PVC. Some of us, we don't even have our voters card, or we don't even know anything about it. Whatever they give us to take. So if they decide to change, then we'll change as well and we'll start voting. Thank you.
So you have Tinubu, you have Rocha Sokorocha, you have Peter Obi, you have probably the vice president of the country maybe could run for the next election, presidential election. So who do you think could win? Who would you prefer out of all of them?
Then about this political issue, it's just annoying. So I don't feel like any of them, because all of them are just the same set of people with same behaviors. So I'm just tired of it. Man, this country is messed.
So Tinubu,
maybe Osibanjo.
I'm going for Peter Obi.
I think Fowles will be great, but I don't think he wants to run.
So it's just Fowles you have in mind?
And then Shore is someone also, but I don't know his intentions yet, if his intentions are very good. But I know I'm not voting for APC or PDP.
None of them.
I don't even know the one to choose, because most of them, they're all the same. They will tell us this, that promise us heaven and earth, and they end nothing. See the way we are suffering in this country. So for me now, I cannot say for any sure. I'm not sure of anybody now, because when I say yes for this person, when they come in, they will do otherwise. So for now, I really don't know who to go for. I'm sorry.
Buhari.
Buhari. Welcome back. I'm going to start with Best Man and say Jumbo. What do you think about what you just saw about the preparedness of the Nigerian youth towards the 2023 election?
Sad. Sad in the sense that when you hear our youth talk like this, and especially the ones that we have high hopes on, telling you votes don't count, as bad as a Nigerian telling you doesn't understand what PVC is, it's terrible. I know something, we won't give up on them, because at one point or the other, some of us were also in ignorance. But with voters education, awareness programs, some of their perceptions can change. But I make bold to tell you, vote counts in Nigeria. If votes don't count, they won't buy your votes. It's because it will count, that's why they're giving you money to vote for them. I make bold to say that votes count. If votes don't count, that will be an attempt at disrupting election in some areas where the perceived opponent is strong. So they don't vote there and bring votes there to count.
My major concern was the fact that given the clamoring and bickering and slandering of the older generation, those that have probably come out to say, I want to be the president of Nigeria come 2023, I was a bit taken aback by the fact that this set of human youths that we interviewed represent a larger part of the entire nation. And they don't even know what PVC is. Some of them say they don't want to be involved. I mean, Joey, what do you have to say about this?
It's pathetic. It's happening. That goes to show that we still have a very long way to go. Like the Minister of Information, which is the National Orientation Agency, the INEC the Voters Education Department need to up again. That was to say, we're not really ready for 2023 election. Election is not
You mean
about
the youth?
voting.
Because
Yes.
it looks like
No,
the
the
country
country itself is not just about voting or people contesting. We must get the people to vote. Now, it has shown that the youth has what we call political apathy, because they don't have PVC. To make things worse, some don't even know what PVC means. That goes to show we need to go to the grassroots. We need to go and hit them at the grassroots. Get them, go to wards, go to the local governments, go to the senatorial district. You need to inform them, make them understand. Which is why they don't have PVC, or why some don't want to register. There's a continuous voter registration going on presently. Why some don't want to get their PVC? Because they believe votes don't count. Some will say the process is too rigorous. Even if I get it and I go to vote, it doesn't count. It counts. Like Honorable said, the vote counts. So we need. Now the job is for us to inform them. Inform them, because information is power. The use that they are supposed to know, they don't know. They don't know.
Just to cut you in, I recall the recent Ekiti primaries, and there was this just before the camera rolled on. We're talking about this very candidate that had a trailer load of people behind on the queue to vote, and the other candidates didn't have as much people as he did. I was wondering, how could that ever be doctored? It can't be doctored. It was clear. The phones were there, the social media was buzzing. So how can that be doctored? So if it can't be doctored, that means the votes count.
Votes count. Votes don't count where people don't come out. You see, when people don't come out to vote, that's where these political...
There will be anything to count.
Exactly.
Now results cannot be doctored. Where they know 100 people are supposed to vote in this local government or in this ward, in this unit, and they don't come out to vote, they will now find a way to write out those votes. Write out those numbers that actually these people came out. But where they listen, people started playing football or watching movies at home. So when people don't come out to vote,
criticizing
on social media. But like Honorable Best of always writes on Facebook, there's no political word, there's no word, there's no polling booths
on social media.
There's no polling booths on social media. So this is I don't know.
So you'll never be shocked that since elections were on Saturdays, majority of the youth go clubbing on Friday, and while the election is holding, they are sleeping.
Then we'll wake up later to say what's going on.
Exactly.
They don't read the election.
Okay, so the next question is going to go directly to Bestman, because I think he'll be able to answer this clearly. Some of the youths that we interviewed said, when we asked them, okay, peradventure, there is even going to be a political youth president. Who do you have in mind? You heard some of them saying Burna Boy, you heard them saying Wizkid. Now, not speaking about anyone in a condescending manner, do you think that your celebrities, your youth that have never been a part of the political process, that have never partaken in anything political, that have never been involved in anything political, even at the grassroots, even in school, probably as an SUG president, do you think the person can just come up and become a governor or a president?
We've come to agriculture in Nigeria where the bricklayer know the engineering job better than the engineer. And it's a problem. Problem in the sense that, like you said, we're not speaking in a condescending manner of any of these celebrities. They've done well in their chosen field. And Obasanjo can never understand music better than Burna Boy.
I believe so.
The same way Burna Boy cannot understand politics and governance better than Obasanjo. Because it's a part that you're chartered for yourself that you become an expert on. Experiential knowledge is key. And that is why we say, hey, the youth clamoring to take over, in all honesty and fairness, who brought Nigeria to where we are? The youth. Because from independence up till probably 1999, we had the youths in government. Awolowo, the Azikiwes, Buhari is first time, Babangida go and married as head of state. Those days are first.
So what do you think
So,
is stopping the youth today?
Exactly.
Something must be stopping them. Something must be hindering them.
There are lots of things stopping them at the risk of sounding like someone who's against the youth. I went to a campus when I turned someone by into a room. I saw like 15 boys seated on the floor, all with their laptops. And what were they doing? Yahoo.
Well, let's not.
In that regard.
No, if we're going to that,
No,
we should be talking.
I said that to say.
Without sounding like I'm defending the youth
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Something must have led to that. What's the government doing about many things?
In the same way that something led them to that, a Burna Boy have excelled in his chosen field. A Chimamanda has excelled. We have people who are IT gurus now in the same system. The Yorubas have a proverb: if you cook soup in this glass cup and pound it in bottle top, those that will get filled will get filled. Yoruba said, Anika Penu Pokabole we, and if you don't need confessing you that, which is let's come together to talk to the thief. Stop telling me where the owner of that kept his thing was kept in. Because, see, I am not that old. I'm also, okay, yes, I'm
Not a youth.
I'm not. But Tinubu said it was youth last week. That's a better. The same way 30 students attend the same class, same teacher, same lecturer, same environment. Someone came first, one came last. So who do you blame for that?
I'm going to come back to you on that but because I think you're canvassing for the older generation.
No, really.
I want you to talk to us. Do you think there is an opportunity for the youth in Nigeria? You know what's up in the country right now. Do you think there is an opportunity for the youth to, without godfatherism, to get into the political space, to become something politically? Well, I, for one, would like to be involved in politics, but the idea of godfatherism is something that I hate so much. So, do you think anyone can go into the political space and become something without godfatherism? We before the camera rolled, we're talking about current ministers that have been governors, even the current governor that got in there in his 30s. How did he get in there? Was it through godfatherism? Is there any hope of someone? Can I just get up and walk into a political space to say, I want to join this and become something without godfatherism? Is there a reason why the youth are not considering it? Talk to us realistically and truthfully about this.